Have you ever heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover? Well, that's what's happening all over YouTube right now. You see, first impressions matter, and one of the reasons why people aren't clicking on your videos might be because your thumbnails are bad, or at the very least, they're inconsistent. So today, we're gonna fix that. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, my name is Patrick. I am a husband, a dad, and a human living in New York City, and on this channel, we talk about all of it. And as I've started to get more serious about YouTube over the years, I've realized that first impressions matter. My thumbnails for my videos are really important because it makes someone want to click on your video or skip your video a lot of the time. Now, what on earth is a thumbnail? A thumbnail is that little picture preview you see before you click on a video. And this is kind of like the creator's dilemma, right? You spend all your time recording and editing your video and you click publish, and what you realize over time is, man, I should be adding time codes. Man, I should be creating blog posts or Pinterest boards or all these other things that get my video out there. Man, I should be creating engaging thumbnails that make people want to click on my videos. We feel like we're never done, right? Well, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier for you today. Today, I'm gonna show you how to really easily create an engaging and consistent thumbnail that's gonna make more people click on your videos. And we're going to do that using a service called Canva. Now, what on earth is Canva? You see, I am not a pro at animation or graphic design like some of you are. So I have found this amazing service, and you may have already heard of it before, called Canva, that becomes my graphic designer for me and just kind of eases me into the process. Now, Canva is a free service, but to be honest with you, I think you want to go ahead and pay for the pro features after you've used Canva for, I don't know, maybe a couple of different videos. Because you're going to see some of these pro features pop up that you're going to go, I want that. I want it. For instance, a background remover. Have you ever wanted to remove the background from a photo? Well, Canva does that automatically, but it's a pro feature. How much is Canva? Well, if you use those pro features, it's about 13 bucks a month. So a couple cups of coffee a month gets you these pro features. So let me open up Canva and show you what I'm talking about. If I open my web browser here and I simply go to canva.com, you'll see a ton of designs I've made. For instance, here's the what's in my bag thumbnail, okay? And you can see here it's got a blue background. It's got the what's in my bag with the arrow pointing to my backpack, and then more text, my everyday carry 2022. What other designs do I have here? I have here's a YouTube end screen. Thank you for watching with my photo. What else do we have here? We have the My Desk thumbnail when I created a My Desk video. We also have a Apple Store secrets from a former employee. So as you can see here, I've got all these different thumbnails. I've also got some green screen stuff. I've also got some Instagram thumbnails that I've created that I can post to Instagram to say, hey, come watch my video on YouTube. This is your one-stop shop for creation. If you are dealing with photo, if you are dealing with video, if you are dealing with websites, your resume, Canva can help you with all of it. So if I move back to my little home here and click on create a design, you'll see it's got some suggestions. Video, a blank presentation, an Instagram post, Instagram story, poster, Facebook post. Watch what happens when I just type in YouTube. YouTube channel art, YouTube channel logo, and right down here in the middle, YouTube thumbnail. So it has all of the settings, all of the dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail in a template for you. But that's not all it has. I'm gonna go ahead and select create a design, and I'm gonna select YouTube thumbnail. What also happens is when you start creating a design, over to the left-hand side of Canva, it opens up this drawer. And what do we see in that drawer? We see elements, we see uploads. These are things that I've personally uploaded. We see photos, we see different kinds of text. But under this templates section, it's already got YouTube thumbnails uploaded for you to manipulate and edit and use. Let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna click on income, great ideas, low investment. Now, I'm not making a thumbnail today for a video about income or low investment, but maybe some great ideas. As a matter of fact, I want to create a thumbnail for a YouTube video I just posted yesterday. Let me go over here to my YouTube studio. At the top of my list here, I see get more views for free using time codes. Now, I don't like that title. I might want to change it, but for now, it's a video about time codes. And look, since I've published this video, YouTube has just selected, a frame from my video as the thumbnail, and it's terrible. So of course I want to change that. As you can see, if I scroll down here, a lot of my thumbnails have great information inside of them. It lets the viewer know, here's where I want to click. This is something that I want to click on and view. It also is pretty consistent. It has the blue background, a nice photo, and text that really pops. But let me talk about why I put so much information on my thumbnails. For me, I believe that if your YouTube channel has grown a ton, you have a few 100,000 or a few, maybe like tens of thousands of subscribers, you've already got an audience. They're gonna wanna click on your video. But for someone like me who has a little over 1,000 subscribers and my channel is growing pretty quickly, I can't create clickbaity titles and thumbnails. I can't create that video that says, what happens next? Nobody cares about my life yet. Nobody cares about what happens next. They want specific information. That's how they're gonna find my video. So they're going to see my everyday carry, what's in my bag video, and then in the description I've added the name brand of the bag. I've kept no information from them. So as they're viewing YouTube, my video sticks out as they're searching, as they're looking at different videos, as something they're gonna wanna click on, because in the title and in the thumbnail, they see all the information they need to know that this video is going to answer their questions. So my thumbnails are consistent and informative. Well, let's go back to Canva for a second here.
We have to go back, Kate.
So I can see here this income, great ideas, low investment template that was created for me by Canva. And I'm just gonna change income to time codes. Notice how the text has extended. So I'm just gonna select the time code text and lower it right up here in the little editor section. Time codes. Get more views, which you probably want to spell the word views right. Make that smaller. And I'm just going to delete the low investment portion and delete this little square here. I'm also going to move up to the search bar and type in under the elements little drawer here. I'm going to type in YouTube. And here's the YouTube logo. Boop. I'm gonna drop that right in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm gonna take the text, move time codes up here, get more views, I'm gonna move right there. And I'm gonna make get more views, I'm gonna make it smaller. And let's put it at 80, the text at size like 80. Now, that's not bad. Going from a frame that YouTube selected that looks like this, to someone interested in YouTube. Actually, let me search for arrow. I love using arrows for some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna put this arrow in here, rotate it a bit, and just move it just like that. Now, this isn't something that I would put as a thumbnail. I would want to spend some more time editing, add some things to it, make it pop a little bit more, add some shadows. But going from a frame that YouTube selected to a template that I needed no graphic design training to create, manipulate, edit. I mean, this is great. You could export this and make it your YouTube thumbnail, and it's way better than what YouTube would have selected. But let's actually move away from some of these templates. Let's start from scratch and create a thumbnail that goes along with the consistency of thumbnails I've already created in the past and makes viewers want to click on my video. So I'm gonna go back to just canva.com, my home here.
We have to go back, Kate.
And on create a design, I'm just going to select presentation, which is going to put a blank canvas in front of me, and it's gonna say like, well, what do you wanna add here? Now, again, there's tons of templates that it's allowing me to choose from, and I kind of have a bit of a workflow here. I always go to the background drawer first, and in that drawer, it shows me what I've used recently, and I love this blue gradient, hazy background. I just think it's really, really great. Now, when I'm editing in Canva a thumbnail for YouTube, a lot of times I like to do images and graphics first, and then I do my text later. So let me just go ahead and use one of the uploads that I've already used in the past of me. So here's a photo I uploaded of myself that I just click and it just adds it onto that Canva blank canvas. But one thing you'll notice is that the background conflicts with the background of Canva. So one of the pro features I really like in Canva is that I can select an image, click on edit image, and select background remover, and it kind of like analyzes the photo and removes the background for me. Sometimes it requires a little extra editing, but normally it's just pretty automatic and I don't have to worry about it at all. Like now. So I might drop that into the bottom of the Canva interface here and make it my image. But I actually have another idea. I'm actually going to delete me because you don't even have to have a great photo or a great frame of yourself. As a matter of fact, if I go back here to Elements and search for, let's see here, search for YouTube. I've got the YouTube logo here. And let me just go back to Elements, clear out of that search bar. Let me just see what I've used. Oh, this is one that I really like to use. Here's this young lady here that's kind of like, you know, looking around a corner and pointing at something. I'm gonna make this smaller, and I'm gonna make her point at YouTube here. So I'm gonna make this YouTube logo bigger. I like that. I'm gonna move her over, and sometimes, watch this. Sometimes when you're using images, you know, I want her pointing at YouTube and holding on to it, but she's behind YouTube. So I select her and I just say position forward. Now it looks like she's kind of hanging on to YouTube, right? Let me just zoom in here. Yeah, let me just get her hand over right there. Hey. So now it looks like she's kind of hanging on to the YouTube logo and saying, look at this. And now I want to add a little bit of text. So I'm going to go over to my text here and let's find, you have basic like add a heading, add a subheading, add a little body of text, but you also have these more like design rich text features. One that really speaks to me a lot of the time is this shine, shine, shine little text box here. Okay, now I'm going to click on it. Let's change the color. Let's make it red. Yeah, here. And then I'm going to select, I'm going to do just a line of text here, just add a heading, get more views using thumbnails. Okay, so I've got get more views using thumbnails. I'm gonna move get more views down a little bit just to kind of like even out. And again, I'm not a graphic designer. If my graphic designer friends watched me make this, they'd be like, oh, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't do that. But what I'm creating is a consistent, easy to understand thumbnail that people are going to click on if they're looking for this information. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm also going to select both YouTube lady and YouTube logo. I'm gonna make this just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna click on her photo. Let me go over here to edit image. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna add a shadow here. Glow. And do you see how adding that little shadow just made her kind of pop out a little bit more? So I'm gonna stop here because I think I've got the information that I need. Get more views using thumbnails. Now, people who are on YouTube that are trying to learn how to create better videos and get more of an audience on YouTube and get more clicks on their videos, they're gonna see this and they're gonna have all the information they need to watch my video. So once I'm done, I wanna title it appropriately. I'm gonna call it, and I normally give it the title of the video that I created, which I know is 2022, 03, 01 thumbnails, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the download button and export it as, you can do almost anything here, PNG, and download. Then I'm just gonna hop right back to my video details for my thumbnails video. I'm gonna scroll down to where it says upload a thumbnail. I'm gonna go to my downloads folder and drag and drop. And click on save. Now my thumbnail is uploaded. So use this video today as a guide to help your YouTube channel grow. If you're not paying attention to your thumbnails at least a little bit, you should start today using services like Canva. Like this video, subscribe, share it with a friend, and comment down below your ideas for YouTube growth or your questions about the video today. And I'll see you in the next one.